Good evening, dear students. In the last class, we have discussed a numerical on impulse turbine using the analytical formula. Now we are going to solve a numerical on reaction turbine. So question is like this: tangential force is given as 1000 Newton. Blade speed, that is u, is given as 100 meter per second. Mass flow rate is given as 8 kg per second. Blade outlet angle is given as beta 2 equals to 20 degree. Now what is given if the friction loss which occur with pure impulse are 25% of Ke corresponding to VR at entry to each ring of blade. It means what is VR2 over VR1? VR2 over VR1 is 0.25, and if the expansion losses are 10% of the heat drop in the blade. Now what does it mean? It means that there is the 10% heat drop in the blade during the expansion in the turbine. So for this data we have to calculate steam outlet velocity, heat drop per stage, and at last stage efficiency. So we are going to solve the question for the given data. As I have already told you that for reaction turbine we generally consider the Parsons turbine, and these are the conditions which must be known to you for the Parsons turbine. In the Parsons turbine, alpha 1, that is the nozzle angle, is equals to blade outlet angle. Blade inlet angle is equals to fluid angle at outlet. V1 is equals to VR2 and V2 equals to VR1. So for solution, beta 2 is given to us. Beta 2 is given to us as 20 degrees. So from the above condition, beta 2 equals to alpha 1. So what is the value of alpha 1? That is the nozzle angle, that is 20 degree. And force is also given to us. Force is already given to us, that 1000 Newton. And the value of tangential force is given as m dot VW. And the value of m dot is given as 8. So VW is equals to what? VW is equals to 1000 divided by 8, that is 125 meter per second. Now for solving other part of the question, we will draw a velocity diagram for reaction turbine. It is mostly similar to impulse turbine, only the difference is of angle and the condition that is followed by the Parsons turbine, that is beta 2 equals to alpha 1, alpha 2 equals to beta 2. So this angle is equal to this angle, and this angle is equal to this angle. So therefore if we draw a line from this axis, from this, so there is a symmetry, that is VW2 is this part and VW2 is this part, so it means total VW. So what we do, first of all we have to calculate this x dA, this dA. Now there is a symmetry from this axis, there is a symmetry from this axis. So what we do, x is equals to VW by 2 minus u by 2. So this is the value of this x. VW2 minus u by 2 is equals to VW2 minus u divided by 2. So VW2 is known to us, that is 125 minus 100 divided by 2, that is 12.5 meter per second. This is the value of x. Now for, let this vertical line is y DC. So for calculating y in triangle this ADC, what we do, tan alpha 1 this, sorry, for calculating y we have to take this triangle BDC. So for this triangle, tan alpha 1 is equals to y by x plus u. X plus u is x plus u. So y is equals to 10, alpha 1 is known to you because beta 2 is given to us, that is 20 degree. X is 12.5, we have calculated, plus 100, that is the blade speed. So what is the value of y? Y will be 40.94 meter per second. 40.94 meter per second. Now taking triangle ADC, taking triangle, which triangle? ADC, we can calculate y by x. Tan beta 1 is equals to y by x. So tan beta 1 is equals to y by x. We will put the value of y, and x, we will get the value of beta 1, that is 73 degree. Okay. Now for Parsons turbine, it is known that beta 1 is equals to x alpha 2. So therefore alpha 2 is equals to 73 degree. Now we can find out the value of this VR1, taking again triangle ADC. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem, that VR1 square is equals to x square plus y square. So VR1 is equals to under root x square plus y square. So VR1 is equals to 42.8 meter per second by putting the value of x and y. Now we have to calculate this value V1. So which triangle we have to take? We have to take this BDC. This is not D, it is D here. Triangle DBC. Okay. So what will happen? V1 is equals to x plus u divided by cos alpha 1. So V1 is equals to 112.5 divided by cos 20. Alpha 1 is 20 and x is 12.5 and u is 100. So therefore V1 is equals to 119.7 meter per second. And according to Parsons turbine condition, V1 is equals to VR2. So therefore it is V1 is equals to VR2. This is 119.7 meter per second. Now for Parsons turbine, which is having the degree of reaction 50%. Enthalpy drop in moving blade is equals to enthalpy drop in fixed blade. So we can take enthalpy drop in fixed blade as, what is the enthalpy drop in fixed blade? That is kinetic energy change with respect of moving blade with respect to the fixed blade divided by the nozzle efficiency, that is VR2 square minus 5 VR1 square divided by 2 into nozzle efficiency. So VR2 is what? 119.7, VR1 is what? 42.8, and nozzle efficiency, nozzle efficiency is not there, it is VR2 by VR1, that is 0.75, because 25% get waste. It is given in the question. It is given in the question that 25% of the kinetic energy corresponding to VR2 at each level of the blade. There is a friction loss. So there the remaining kinetic energy is, what amount of energy is left? It is 0.75. So 0.75 divided by 2 into 0.9, and these are in and divided by 1000. We have to divide it by 1000 because we have to convert into kilojoule. So what is the enthalpy drop in fixed blade? That will be 7.2 kilojoule per kg. And in the Parsons turbine, the enthalpy drop in fixed blade is taken as equal to the enthalpy of moving blade. So these both are equal. So therefore enthalpy drop in stages, the summation of delta H FB plus delta H MB. FB is fixed blade, MB is moving blade. So enthalpy change in the stages, the summation of these two, and we will get 14.4 kilojoule per kg. Now we have to calculate stage efficiency, and the formula of the stage efficiency is what? VW into U divided by enthalpy drop in stage. VW is known to us, that is 125. U is known to us, that is 100. Delta H we have calculated, that is 14.4. We have to multiply it by 1000 because we have to convert here as joule. So by solving it, we will get stage efficiency as 0.868 or 86.8%. In this way, we will solve the numerical related to the reaction turbine. I think this is clear to you. Thank you so much.